Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I am stoked to be checking out a new track from Holding Absence. It is their individual single taken from the upcoming EP, The Lost and the Longing, which will be out on August 15th via SharpTone, and shout out to SharpTone for getting this over to me in time to get a video ready. So Alpha Wolf will also have an individual single, and then we've had the two tracks with the features, which have been outstanding. I'm loving this EP. I've talked a decent amount about the split in the two videos I've already posted on the channel. So I will link the video I'll be reacting to, as well as all of the social media for the band, of any pre-orders that you may be able to get, or merch in the description. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
Bags packed with sorry scent. I am hell-bent on giving up on myself. Well, I'm stuck in stasis. From the apex of it all.
Please have big chorus. It's Holding Absence.
And I found love like a nail in a coffin, and no one ever said that it would be this way. And I found you at the bottom of a button, and no one ever said that it would be this way. This one-way wasteland is better run, but I see the skyline as I fell from the apex of it all.
Production is
And I found love like a nail in a coffin, and no one ever said that it would be this way. And I found you at the bottom of a mountain, and no one ever said that it would be this way. That used to sing made a slave. Her voice so melodious and clear, but you sing a different song. I'm forced to carry on as I fell from the apex of it all. I found you like a nail in a coffin. No one ever said that it would be this way.
Holding Absence, Coffin. Let's discuss. While Aching Longing brought the most aggressive really that we've seen Holding Absence, though as I mentioned in my like outro of that video, it wasn't totally out of the blue, because there are parts in their discography where that's already, those cards have already been shown, I guess, or however you want to word it, but it was just really tapped into in that song. Whereas this track goes in a completely different direction. I would say that the two tracks really showcase the ability of Holding Absence. And what really stuck out to me on this track would be production. If you listen to that intro, like, I think the lack of, because having the energy and the heaviness in, and that's not to say that Aching Longing isn't equally as shining in production and stuff. I may have just been like focusing elsewhere and stuff, but the way this really, as that first verse comes in and you can hear, I don't know how to, it's just like really open, and then some of like the split stuff in your headphones and whatnot, and it's just perfect, immaculate in terms of production. Some vocal, I think there was like one specific like high note in the background that sort of gave me like a Sleep Token type of vibe, which I really dig. Like a high note like that, it's like not off the new record either, sort of like Drag Me Under type of high note, which I really like. And especially from Lucas, getting to see some of that range in him, because in the same sense there's like some of the poppy sort of approaches in this single, like some of that, the backing vocals or whatever they're legitimately called, having some repetition in there. There was one part as well, and I wish I had paid attention to what exactly was being said so I could point it out, but there was one specific part that came in where there was like exactly what I'm talking about, in a little bit of a different sounding like vocal too, a vocal effect or something like that, where it was like, sort of like a pop sounding deal, and it has that big open soaring Holding Absence chorus, which I've done a number of videos for Holding Absence now. I know I didn't do the full album for The Greatest Mistake of My Life, because it's sort of one of those bands where I really love them, and to me that release I just wanted to listen to at that time to myself, and I listened through it on now I have 2 copies of the vinyl, obviously not this one, which I got super recently, but I listened to it on the record player and read through the lyrics, which was a really nice way to listen to that record for the first time. But with this EP, kind of doing single by single, because now next will be the Alpha Wolf individual track off of the record. This has been the way I've enjoyed doing this more. It's sort of, like I mentioned, them having Aching Longing, which at the same time as that, like I'm talking about, you have those parts which are, I wouldn't even say arguably Holding Absence's heaviest moments. I think that pretty straightforwardly, and I'm not even talking about just the feature either, because obviously when you have a feature like that, it's not like it's gonna, you can't really, I wasn't expecting Lockie to come in like singing on the track or anything per se, but I'm talking about beyond that, and seeing some videos of them performing it. I'm very excited to see what that will be like in September, when I see them, a little over a month now until I will see them again. But anyway, with this track, and I love that they have music videos like this one as well, where like the ending, it ended up being a little bit different than what I had like felt the rest of the music video was leading to, if that makes sense. So I like the visual things that Holding Absence does with their music. I love the music, and that chorus, I don't remember if I just finished my sentence or not, but that chorus is what, oh, I did not finish my sentence, because I was talking about how I did not do a full video for the album, and I'm glad I'm doing a video for each track off of the EP, because this, I mean, it's not as many tracks as an album, obviously, but like this is what I'm looking for from Holding Absence. The soaring, the catchiness right away after hearing it once, and like, I can hear it back in my head, which I always talk about on the channel as being like a sign for me that it's gonna be like one of those songs that is stuck in my head all the time, which is unsurprising, because Aching Longing, same exact way. I have played that song many of times. That was super on repeat for me when it first dropped, but I've still been doing a lot of revisiting. So this EP will be something that I do a lot of listening to. Hotel Underground as well, I really dug. And I'm excited to hear the last track, because, well, no, Alpha Wolf released, I've been saying that Alpha Wolf will release their or I did say, but Alpha Wolf, we still get a Holding Absence feature. Okay, that makes more sense to me now that I said that. well, I messed up this at some point, stated wrong information, but that's right, because Hotel Underground is just Alpha Wolf. So we will get a whole Hotel Alpha Wolf Holding Absence feature on an Alpha Wolf track next, so it's still a little bit from both of them coming, so that is exciting to me. This whole EP has been an awesome, collaboration, as I mentioned when it was first announced and stuff. It's very ideal. I went to see them live in April, and at merch we were talking about the EP release, and I almost thought that I was like being pranked. I was like, Alpha Wolf Holding Absence, but it does make sense being on SharpTone and stuff, but it just sounded too good to be true. So I'm loving this. I'm excited for the last track. This will for sure go on repeat for me. And as I mentioned, that production is just something else to me. I'm not sure what it is about it. My favorite production from anything last year was absolutely Sleep Token's record. Even though I don't know what it was. It's just, if you listen to the song Atlantic, some of like that texturized stuff in the mixing and like the rain and like, I don't know. It's just really incredible, the vocal stuff. But here as well, oh, and the acoustic strumming in this track, I really dug that as well. It was just like a little bit different in the middle of that song, although they did something similar. I've been going on and going in circles sort of about this. So anyway, those are my first thoughts after one listen. I love this. Love Holding Absence. Very stoked to see them again. All their merch, their social media and such, the video I reacted to will all be in the description of this video. Other than that, you can find my link tree, which will have the invite for the Discord server. As I mentioned in every single video, we have music-related conversation, Last.fm stats, new music threads, listening parties, things like that, and also tons of channels related to or unrelated to music as well, pets, video games, various different topics. So if you're interested in coming and join, check out the community. That will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link where I post all music related content, sometimes on my story about new videos if I remember, not quite as often, new songs that I found, that I enjoy, that I didn't make a video for, things like that. Every Friday, I post a chart of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week and how much I've listened to each of those. I post a lot of merch because I have a never-ending merch collection. I'm constantly getting more, so I post that. Sometimes about shows, if I've been to one recently. I can't even talk today. If I've been to one recently and have pictures, videos, anything like that to share from it, that sort of stuff. My handle on there is the same as my YouTube channel. It is Rachel Reacts, but again, I will have it in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.